Dear distinguished guests, President Ramaphosa, I'm truly honored and privileged to stand here before you to celebrate the life of Winnie Mandela, a major figure in the apartheid movement, and of course the wife of our beloved Madiba, Nelson Mandela. She is rightly known as the mother of this nation, but Mama Winnie was much more than that. She was a heroine of a whole continent, a courageous symbol of resistance for all of us. She was the eyes and ears of the world during those dark days. Without her, we wouldn't know anything of Grandpa's struggles and what he was going through. She was always striving for equality and to keep South Africa at the forefront of people's thoughts. Winnie, of course, made many personal sacrifices, including her own imprisonment, house arrest, and surveillance. But never, ever did she waver in her conviction and her courage. She always stood tall. Despite the global spotlight and receiving honors like the Robert Kennedy Human Rights Award, she stayed close to her roots, never moving far from Soweto, and always remaining a part of her community. Her steely leadership and unwavering belief in justice gave strength to us all and all around her. I first met Winnie in 1990 when Madiba came to New York after he'd been released from prison. Who does not remember that image of Winnie and Madiba hand in hand on that day? The epitome of courage and strength, a whole life dedicated to fighting the unjust. Every decent person in the world celebrated what was a new day for South Africa and a pivotal moment in the world history. That victory against apartheid was a new equality. Would it have been possible without Winnie? I think not. On a personal level, I feel that Winnie represents something that we all have within us, especially women. She taught us not to be limited in our thoughts, reminding us to always stay true to who we are. Winnie helped us to overcome our fears and gave us the courage to dig deep and discover things about ourselves and to always strive for freedom. I was lucky to get to know her quite closely, and one of the things she always said to me and embedded in me was I must use my God-given ability and strength to make an impact in this world. Every time I traveled to South Africa, I always made it a point to visit Mama Winnie, as well as seeing Grandpa Madiba. She always welcomed me into her home, as did her family. She had an incredible dignity and always gave unconditional love to those around her and to her people. I should also mention her wonderful daughters, Zinzi and Zinani. Their mother's light shines through them both. I've only touched the surface in this speech about Winnie Mandela, who was a true inspiration for all the people in the world, for women everywhere, of course, and this great nation, South Africa. We are lucky to have witnessed her greatness, her courage, her fearlessness, and her strength. Let freedom reign. God bless Winnie Mandela. May you rest in the greatness of kingdom of God next to the most extraordinary people. I love you. Thank you.